So in this video we're looking at the Wicked Colors Glow in the Dark. We're going to do this t-shirt for you so you can see the product in use. So what do we need? Well, first of all, we're talking fabric, we're talking a t-shirt. So notoriously we'd be using Createx Colors as most of our artwork. So for Createx Colors you need 50 PSI plus. That's why we've selected the PowerJet Pro from my water. As far as the airbrush is concerned, there's only one, the BCS Eclipse. That will do all the bulk of your work, and then you come back even if you want to do any detail with a smaller gun, but for most of your work, the water HB BCS Eclipse is a 0.5mm and it's designed and works extremely well with Createx branded colours. So as far as the paints are concerned, well, we've got a selection of Wicked and Createx here, and what we've done is you can have 7 or 8 colours ready to go, especially with the BCS Eclipse. You just plug one up and keep working. So Createx have been very clever in manufacturing what they call a fast blast lid. We also know them as a bottle adapter, and they fit all 120mm sizes, so all the way colours and Createx colours for that argument. But for the 60mm, you just trim the tube to suit the height of the bottle. So let's get going. So 50 PSI is what we'll get from the gun with this particular compressor. I've tried it, it works. Now what we've got is the 5601 transparent base. So all the serious and the professional airbrush artists globally, they all have a HP BCS Eclipse or multiples for t-shirt work, especially with Createx colours. You can't go wrong. Okay, now that's done. So what's going to happen now is we're going to dry this off, and then we're going to come back, and you've got 2 ways of getting this ready. You can either use a hot iron with a slip sheet between it, or if you've got a heat press, even better, presser, and that will lay all that nap down, because right now it's picked the nap up, which is what it's meant to do. It's soaked into the surface, and that will be a nice flat surface ready for us to put our next colour down. So using the bottle adapter system, we've plugged up now the opaque white from Createx Colors, and we're ready to put in a background. It's going to be an underwater scene, so we're going to create a cylindrical effect, and we're going to brighten that up and make it nice and opaque. So don't worry about the overspray here. The overspray is your best friend when it comes to an underwater scene. It gives it a fuzziness which fades out into the background, which gives it the depth of the water column, which is what we want. We've now plugged up the Createx Colors Transparent Aqua, and we're now just going to go ahead and put in the background. It's going to be now the colour of the water, so we don't need to worry about cleaning the airbrush after the white. Just plug up the aqua and keep on working. Just build it up to the colour that you require. We're going to get a nice deep aqua colour here, and that'll represent a deep ocean. We've now used Createx Deep Blue Transparent and the R-Tool bubble effects to give us this effect. So using the bubble effect stencil, we've found a cluster of bubbles here, and it's an R-Tool stencil, and we're going to just stick it to the surface with auto mask and mask out the background with that so we don't get any overspray anywhere. And now we've got a smaller airbrush tip size, and we're going to come in and we're just going to hit all the bottoms of the bubbles pretty hard with the white. So this is the opaque white, and the tops of the bubbles relatively soft. So we need the opaque white for the glow in the dark to work. So once we've done that, we'll come back in and we're now going to put down the Wicked Glow in the Dark, and that'll be our bubbles done. Simple as that. Time to remove the stencil and see what we got. On a vinyl cutter, we've cut out a stencil now which has got the Wicked Colors logo and also a skeleton fish. For clean lines, I use Avery 700 vinyl, because once you put that on a t-shirt you get really clean lines when you pull it off. To keep our paint inside the stencil, we're now going to mask out all the background with the auto mask. Load it again with Createx Opaque White. And then we're going to come back in and we're going to put Wicked Glow in the Dark over the top. So the brighter the white you use, the better the glow you'll get out of the glow in the dark. So here we are with the stencil removed. Now we're going to come back in and we're going to do another cluster of bubbles, and it's going to be off camera and it's going to be around the mouth area to fill in just a little bit of the background. Add some sun rays reflecting into the water column using the bubble effect stencil again. So for the purpose of this video, we're basically going to call this one done. It was to showcase the Wicked Glow in the Dark and the Createx Colors. So as far as what we're doing now is we're putting down the last layer of Createx transparent dark blue, knocking back some of those surface ripples and going around the water column and just reasserting the depth factor. So to finalise Wicked Glow in the Dark, it requires a bright white beneath it for it to get its best effect.